Hello, Tom. I'm in the Military Museum in a place called Loop, southwest Calgary. Beautiful museum. I won't be able to film it all because it'll just take too long, so I'll try and get little snippets for you. This was interesting here. I never heard of this before. The butcher's bayonet. Any German soldier caught with it as a prisoner was executed for having this nasty bayonet. Vickers machine gun. Showing a hospital ward here. There's the Lewis machine gun. It is also well done here, beautifully done. Oh, this is quite good. Showing a parachutist. My mother's brother, my Uncle John, was a parachutist. He was in the airborne that parachuted into Germany and Holland for Operation Varsity. Unfortunately, he was killed 19 years old. Was pretty old at the end of the war. But he'd never been in a plane, let alone jumped out of one. My mother said they had to actually push him out when he went out eventually on his first jump. A little bit of a video here of it showing inside the Can you imagine jumping out of one of these and could be certain death? I think we have a whole crowd of school children coming in. You can probably hear them. So they have a little chapel here with all the names.
ammunition you use, and so that meant that they really bad fit for the very money battlefields of the First World War. Now, Northwest Seaside, he didn't care. He liked using the Ross Rifle by his family, and one of them was actually in here. Now, where you guys want to try to square? I mean, you guys know Toronto, you don't get any port. See if you guys can't find where we actually have these firearms used by Northwest.
Well, Tom, I'm outside now, as you can see. You have some of the big boys out here, so we'll take a quick look at these. And apparently there's 2 hangars open, so I'll get in there as well. But I have to say again, a great museum. You could pretty well spend all day here, which I don't have time to, but that's okay. We'll just have a quick look around here and see what we have. Well, this would be a fun machine, this little scout car, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to get one of these and restore it. That would be a lot of fun. Oh, there's a big boy. A couple of big ones here. A little different to the old tractors that we saw a few days ago. Oh, this is an old Churchill tank. Look at the tracks on that thing. See, this one's got rubber pads on the tracks on this one for road use. Oh, this is pretty nice over here. Oh, I like that. Especially with the blue sky in the background. We'll just walk over, get the plaque. Wow, the beauty. Oh, look at the birds we got. We got a flicker over there. And good morning, Mr. McNamee. So, what do we got here? CF5 Freedom Fighter. Not sure how well you can read that because the sun's glaring on it. I believe there's an F-18 here or an F-16. I think it's one or the other that we get to see. It reminds me, you know, many years ago growing up, there was pubs in England called the Spitfire. And there was one in a place called Cannon Pine in Herefordshire. And outside the pub was called the Spitfire, it had a Spitfire. And of course it's gone now, it just became worth too much money, but it was up there on a pedestal like this one here. So here we go again. Obviously this one's used in the winter, in the snow. We have a whole collection of stuff here. I don't know whether they're any good. A lot of them look sort of had their day. I spy through the trees some planes. That will be the next stop. We'll get these trucks sorted out. I'll wander up to the planes. I think a lot of this stuff is up, not just your alley, but up Chris's alley. I know he likes all the war stuff. Hello Tom, I just got the info on these planes. This is a CF 100 and it's complete, it's original. And what they did, they got this one, it was in really good shape, but was missing a few parts. And this museum actually had this fuselage here, and they were able to rob the parts off this one and put into this one. So obviously this will never fly, but it's an interesting story. It's going to be complete and it is all original. So I thought that was nice. But this is amazing. I thought it was a boneyard, but it's where they sort of are going to restore these eventually. This is a trainer. I forget what the number is, but it's a little trainer plane. And then the interesting one is this one down here. The gentleman back there was telling me it's a voodoo plane, and it can carry nuclear stuff. He was telling me, and they were actually built in the US. And Canada got this one, which was quite handy. I like this plane. It's a pretty sharp plane, isn't it? But isn't this amazing? You know, I came here today to go inside the museum, really because I saw that plane sitting outside when I drove by the other day, and I thought, my daughter said, "Oh, there's a good museum there, you should go." So here I came, and I'm really enjoying it. You know, and it was $7 to get in, so cheap. That's about £5. I mean, you can't beat it. But isn't this a treat to see all this? I love it. And they have a Spitfire, a Mark 14 Spitfire apparently. It's not out yet, but it will be on display. And this 100 is CF 100 up here. He told me it was on a pedestal outside a place in Edmonton. And they bought that one, and it's completely gutted inside. So that was what was nice about having this fuselage. They were able to take out a lot of the stuff out of that one and put it in there. And he said also what they had was a flight simulator, which he said was a real bonus. I know GC will be interested in all this. He's a plane guy. There's a few bits and pieces over here. So there's 2 hangars here which they tell me I can go in. So that's what's going to be my next stop, into the hangars there and have a look. So I will now go over to the hangar. Well, Tom, this one's pretty special. I'm in the hangar now, and I was just talking to the gentleman. And this was the plane they used in the Cold War. This is all about the Cold War. This is a Starfighter 104, CF 104. And this is a nuclear bomb on the bottom, obviously a mock-up. But go on these here so you can read them. I think we got the cream of the crop here. As he was telling me, you can actually look inside, go up the ladder here. Better not sit down here. And that's the saber over there. I think that's what it says. Yeah, the F-86 Sabre. And they have a cutaway of the bomb here too, by the looks of things. Oh, the pod. No, this is just the pod, not the bomb. Let's go take a look at the saber. Actually, I do the saber. Yeah, I'll do the saber now. I was going to do it on the way out, but maybe as I'm so close to it. And we can go up inside and have a look. So we're going into the second hangar. Ah, look at this. This is a Mark 82 Snake Eye bomb. So this is the Hornet, the F-18 Hornet. Here we go, you can read about that. So this is a flight simulator. Wouldn't this be fun to have at home? God, look at all the stuff in there. That's incredible, isn't it? Well, last look at the Hornet.